So, during my self improvement journey, I've read plenty of books, right? A lot of books. And here is 10 books I would recommend everybody to read. The book I'm going to rank at number one, I still haven't read it, but I have listened to the audiobook. Some of the books on this list, I've had listened to the audiobook, so I don't actually have the physical book. But the ones that I do have the physical book for, I will show you, right? And I'll tell you which ones are which anyway. If I can't show you, I'll tell you I read it as an audiobook, right? Listen to it. But there's hundreds and hundreds of books that people recommend every single day. And I believe that most of them are just bigwass and they're bullshit, basically, right? I'm going to give you 10 books, no fluff. These are 10 books that I have 100% read. I have literally the physical copy. Of course I've read them. I'm not going to buy something and then not read it. You know what I mean? So I've even paid money for the audiobooks, and I'm going to then tell you which books I'm going to be buying in the future. And yeah, so that's that basically, right? So book number 10. So 10 books every man or person should read, and why. Right. So number 10 is How to Win Friends and Influence People. This book will literally teach you the secrets to making friends, to being influential, to, so the advice in this book: make friends quickly and easily, win people over to your way of thinking, improve your conversation skills and become more entertaining, and it'll help you acquire new clients and customers. And it is a book that was written a long, long time ago. Dale Carnegie, he is literally one of the greatest authors to have ever written books. If you are socially awkward, if you want to learn the art of persuasion, it's the best book you can buy for that, right? Number 9, sorry. The Wim Hof Method. Right? So this book, it's a brilliant book, right? So the Wim Hof was homeless at the age of 50, right? And he discovered his purpose through cold exposure, basically. And he done breath work and cold exposure, and it changed his entire life. So he's from the Netherlands, and he was divorced at a young age. Not a young age, but him and his wife divorced. 50, still young, of course. And he was homeless for a long time. And then he basically went into the cold water one day for a swim, I think. I don't know. And he discovered his purpose through that, right? And then he created this thing known as the Wim Hof Method, right? Which in this book he shares, I'm just going to read you the blurb of each book as well, because why not? So the Iceman shares his remarkable life story and the powerful method for supercharging your strength, health, and happiness. Refined over 40 years and championed by scientists across the globe, you'll learn how to harness the three key elements: cold, breathing, and mindset to master mind over matter and achieve the impossible. So you're going to learn breath work in it as well. And he has an app which you can pay for as well, which is a really good app. It's also called the Wim Hof Method app. I'm wondering why I still have these price things on the back. I never take them off. But so that's number 9. Number 8 is Attached by Dr. Amir Levine. This is a really good book, very educational. It teaches you about attachment styles. It'll tell you what attachment style you have. It will not only do that, but it'll tell you which attachment styles are compatible and which ones aren't. Right? Great for anybody that has an anxious or avoidant attachment style and wants to become more secure. It breaks down the psychology of it all, explains everything to you, right? So the back of it Is there a science to love? Of course there is. In this groundbreaking book, psychiatrist and neuroscientist Amir Levine and psychologist Rachel S.F. Heller reveal how an understanding of attachment theory, the most advanced relationship science in existence today, can help us find and sustain love. The field of attachment theory explains that each of us behaves in relationships in one of three distinct ways: anxiously attached, avoidant attached, securely attached. So in the book, there's puzzles and case studies, and they help you understand the three attachment styles, identify your own, and recognize the styles of others so that you can find compatible partners or improve your existing relationship. An insightful look at the science behind love, Attached offers readers a roadmap for building stronger and more fulfilling connections. The book is an unreal book. I learned so much when I was reading it that it's not even funny. It's helped me out in ways I never even could have imagined. So number 7 is The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. It's a big book. It is close to 500 pages. I'm not going to lie to you. Really good book. And it talks about trauma, the effects of trauma on the body. Because not many people know that. And there is so much packed inside. You don't have to read the entire book. I went through the contents of the book and I ticked off what I would read and what I could benefit from. One of the highly rated books I could give you. And the back of it says, the effects of trauma can be devastating for sufferers, their families, and future generations. Here, one of the world's experts on traumatic stress offers a bold new paradigm for treatment, moving away from standard talking and drug therapies and towards an alternative approach that heals mind, body, and brain. The book is unreal, right? He teaches you so much inside of the book. It's literally telling you the story of his career as well, and he collected this over years and years and years of practicing it and dealing with people in everyday life, and he even gives you the examples of what he learned and what people in the same field as him has learned, and he's condensed it all into this one book, which is over 400 pages long, right? So number 6 is The Art of War by Sun Tzu. People read this book, world leaders read this book, right? It's a short enough book, you could nearly actually get it read in one day, 101 pages. And that's including the note from the author. And then you have all these different notes here. It literally breaks down war. Sun Tzu was a Chinese general, writer, and philosopher who is traditionally credited to have written this book, right? For 2,500 years, The Art of War has been the core text of military strategy and planning, providing leaders with enduring insights into tactics, psychology, discipline, and the nature of power. Favoured by countless great generals and military tacticians throughout history, over the last century the book has found a new lease of life, inspiring business leaders, politicians, and sporting figures, and offering a profound understanding of such diverse topics as managing others and outwitting competitors. What a book this is. It's unreal. Boop. Number 5, The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. Hello. So in this book, it basically there's a meditation per day, basically. So it gives you a piece of advice every single day of the week. And it's great to go through. So there's obviously 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living. Ryan Holiday is just one of those authors that you could read all of his books. So I picked one for this list. I also have The Obstacle is the Way over here. I can run over and grab it, but effort, yourself. Don't know. I don't need to read the back of this one. So, what number are we on? 4. Yeah. Number 4. The 48 Laws of Power. That was an audiobook that I read. A really good book. That book is banned in prisons, in jails and prisons, because of the manipulation tactics that are out there. It's a great read. I'd recommend anybody to read it. Like, the 48 Laws of Power is just one of those books that everybody must read. Like, law number 1, never outshine the master. And then it just keeps getting better and better and better from there. So, always worth a read. People call, so your man, 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene. People call him a little weasel, but look, his tactics work, so call him what you want. Number 3, so the third best book I've read is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I say that, but everybody recommends it. Atomic Habits, great book. This whole 1% better every day. I didn't personally like the book, to be quite honest with you. Like, I couldn't change my bad habits for my good ones after reading it. But everybody else that I've heard of reading it has massively improved from reading it. So it's individually based. Read the book. Great read. Everybody recommends it. Everybody I know that's read it, as I said, have gained value and insight. And I'm not saying I didn't gain value and insight, but it didn't help me as much as it has helped other people. That's just how it works, I guess, sometimes. You know yourself, like. So, I improved more without reading the book, to be honest. Number 2 is the book I'm reading at the moment, is Psycho-Cybernetics. I believe this is a must-read. Maxwell Maltz is the author. This book is about self-image, self-discovery. It's the best self-improvement book you can read. What more can I say? It's unbelievable. I think this is the best book that was ever written. And then number 1, The Way of the Superior Man. Oh, you're misogynist. When people hear the name of that book, they get a heart attack. But, like, I'm not saying the book doesn't say that men are superior in any way, firstly, right? So the way of the superior man, right? It's just all about becoming the best version of yourself spiritually. Hamza's most recommended book, and it's the book I'm going to recommend to everybody as well as number 1. I read it as an audiobook as well. Listen to it as an audiobook. I got it for free on Spotify. Not that I should be saying that, but you can get it for free on Spotify. Just look it up and you'll find it. And good listen. I might even link it in this video, who knows. But really good book. Talks about masculinity in the modern day. David Data is the author, by the way, if you didn't already know. But they're the 10 books every person should read and why. Let me know if you found this useful. We'll talk tomorrow as per usual. Talk to you soon. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.